From 1970 to 1995, the Cowboys played in 14 of the 26 NFC championships. Then, over the next 29 seasons, the Cowboys played in 0.
The Cowboys have not won a Super Bowl since 1996, at nearly 30 years since their last championship. Everyone is wondering what is holding them back. They have had several rosters that should have been capable of competing for a championship, but managed to fall short every year. As the most popular team in the NFL, it's obvious that actually competing for a title would be great for the league. But why is it that the Cowboys haven't been truly competitive for nearly 20 years?
America's team. 5 Super Bowl championships. The most valuable franchise in sports. The Dallas Cowboys were once the gold standard of NFL excellence. So why haven't they reached a Super Bowl in nearly 30 years? The truth will shock you. Before we dissect the most disappointing dynasty in sports history, smash that subscribe button and hit the notification bell. We're exposing the biggest organizational failures in the NFL, and this one's absolutely mind-blowing. Today, we're revealing exactly why the Dallas Cowboys transformed from champions to chokers, and why their Super Bowl drought continues to embarrass America's team. The Cowboys' downfall begins and ends with Jerry Jones. Since buying the team in 1989, Jones has prioritized being the star over building a championship culture. His massive ego and need for credit has destroyed every chance at sustained success. Jones's biggest mistake was firing Jimmy Johnson after back-to-back Super Bowl wins in 1993. Johnson built the championship roster, but Jones couldn't handle sharing credit. This power struggle cost Dallas their greatest coach and started their championship drought. Jones insists on being both owner and general manager, despite having zero football expertise. Real GMs spend decades learning player evaluation, but Jones makes crucial decisions based on ego and marketing appeal rather than football acumen. Jones creates toxic environments by constantly meddling in football operations. Coaches can't coach, players feel undermined, and the organization lacks clear leadership structure. Success requires delegation, but Jones's ego won't allow it. Since Jimmy Johnson, the Cowboys have hired yes-men and retreads who won't challenge Jones's authority. Barry Switzer, Chan Gailey, Dave Campo, Bill Parcells, Wade Phillips, Jason Garrett, and Mike McCarthy all failed because Jones won't let coaches actually coach. Jason Garrett epitomized the Cowboys' problems, a company man who never held anyone accountable. His 10-year tenure produced constant 8-8 seasons and 0 playoff success because he was more worried about keeping his job than winning championships. Mike McCarthy was supposed to be the answer, but he's dealing with the same systemic problems that destroyed his predecessors. You can't fix organizational dysfunction by changing coaches while keeping the same meddling owner. Championship organizations provide coaching stability and long-term vision. The Cowboys change coaches every few years without addressing the real problem: Jerry Jones's inability to step back and let football people make football decisions. The Cowboys have perfected the art of playoff failure. Since 1996, they've won just 4 playoff games in 28 years. That's historically bad for a franchise that claims championship aspirations every single season. Tony Romo epitomized Cowboys' playoff futility with crucial mistakes in big moments: the botched snap against Seattle, the interception against New York. Romo wilted under pressure when championships were on the line. Dak Prescott has followed the same pattern, looking great in regular seasons but disappearing in playoffs. His 2-4 playoff record and crucial mistakes in elimination games prove the Cowboys' choking culture transcends individual players. The Cowboys consistently collapse in January because their organization lacks championship mentality. Players feel the pressure of decades of failure, creating a self-fulfilling prophecy of playoff disappointment. Dallas consistently botches crucial draft picks and free agency decisions. Taco Charlton over TJ Watt, Morris Claiborne over Luke Kuechly, Bobby Carpenter over multiple Pro Bowlers. Their talent evaluation is consistently terrible. The Cowboys waste salary cap space on aging veterans past their prime. Ezekiel Elliott's massive contract, DeMarcus Lawrence's overpay, and Jalen Smith's disaster deal show poor resource allocation and desperation moves. Since Troy Aikman, Dallas has failed to develop elite quarterback play. Quincy Carter, Drew Bledsoe, Tony Romo's inconsistency, and now Dak's limitations. They can't solve the most important position in football. The Cowboys change defensive coordinators constantly, never establishing defensive identity or culture. Rob Ryan, Monty Kiffin, Rod Marinelli, Mike Nolan, Dan Quinn, constant changes prevent defensive excellence. Dallas has mastered regular season mediocrity disguised as success. They win enough games to make playoffs, but never enough to compete for championships. This mediocrity satisfies Jones because it maintains relevance without requiring real change. The Cowboys create unnecessary drama through Jones's constant media attention. Hard knocks, press conferences, controversial decisions. Everything becomes a circus that distracts from football preparation and championship focus. Dallas lacks accountability culture where players face consequences for poor performance. Star players get preferential treatment, creating resentment and undermining team unity necessary for championship runs. The weak NFC East has masked Dallas's problems for years. Winning a terrible division creates false hope and prevents necessary organizational changes. Their division titles mean nothing without playoff success. Despite being worth $9 billion and generating massive revenue, the Cowboys can't translate financial success into championships. Money without proper leadership and culture means nothing in competitive sports. Jones prioritizes marketing and brand value over winning championships. The Cowboys sell merchandise and generate buzz without delivering results, proving that financial success doesn't equal football success. Poor salary cap management forces difficult decisions that weaken the roster. Overpaying certain players creates imbalances that prevent building complete championship teams necessary for playoff success. The Cowboys' problems are systemic and start at the top. Until Jerry Jones either steps back or hires a real general manager, Dallas will continue their championship drought regardless of coaches or players. Look at successful franchises like New England, Pittsburgh, and Green Bay. They have stable leadership, clear organizational structure, and owners who hire experts and step back. Dallas has none of these elements. The Dallas Cowboys can't win Super Bowls because their owner won't let them. Jerry Jones's ego and need for control has created a culture of mediocrity that no coach or player can overcome. Until Jones changes or sells, Cowboys fans will continue suffering through playoff disappointments and championship dreams deferred. The solution is simple, but Jones's pride makes it impossible. If this brutal analysis resonated with you, subscribe for more NFL truth bombs. Let me know in the comments. Will the Cowboys ever win another Super Bowl under Jerry Jones? Check out our other organizational failure videos. And remember, some problems can't be fixed with talent alone.